Hey there, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Speak Real English, where we make learning English natural, simple, and effective. I'm really glad you're here because today we're going to dive into a fantastic question sent in by one of our awesome community members, Ezra. Ezra asked about the difference between the words probably and perhaps, and this question is actually much more important than it might seem at first. These two words are both used to express uncertainty or possibility, but they're not exactly the same, and how we use them can say a lot about our tone and confidence in a conversation. Let's break it down. When you say, probably, you're suggesting that something is very likely. You're not guaranteeing it, but you're feeling fairly sure about it. It's like saying, I'm about 80% confident that something is going to happen. For example, if someone says, I'll probably go to the party, they mean it's very likely they'll go, but there's still a small chance they might not. On the other hand, perhaps expresses a lower degree of certainty. It's softer, more cautious, and suggests that something is possible but not necessarily likely. It's more like being 40% confident. If someone says, perhaps I'll go to the party, they're not really committing. They're keeping things open-ended, maybe waiting to decide later. But here's where it gets really interesting and really useful for sounding natural in English. Both, probably, and perhaps, can be used to soften what we say. That means even when we're actually quite sure about something, we might still say, probably, or, perhaps, just to sound more polite, more casual, or less forceful. For instance, if you're telling someone what they should do, you might say, you should probably get some rest, instead of, you need to get some rest. Using probably makes it feel more like a suggestion than a command. It's the same with perhaps. If you want to offer an idea without sounding like you're pushing it too hard, you might say, perhaps we could try a different approach, instead of being more direct. This is one of the secrets to sounding more fluent and more natural in conversations. English speakers often use these modal words not just to show uncertainty, but to manage how strong their message sounds. We do this to be polite, to be indirect, or to make sure we're not coming across as too aggressive or too certain, especially in social or professional situations. These little words can completely change the tone of what you say, and learning how to use them properly is a big step toward becoming a more confident speaker. Now let's look at some examples and explore how probably and perhaps can work in different sentences. Think of this sentence, he'll probably finish the report by tomorrow. That sounds fairly confident. We expect that he'll get it done. Now compare it with, perhaps he'll finish the report by tomorrow. Suddenly it sounds less certain, maybe even a little doubtful. And again, consider the tone. Saying, you should probably take a break, sounds gentle and helpful, while, you should take a break, can feel a bit more direct or forceful. These little shifts make a big difference. So, Ezra's question touches on something that every English learner will find useful. Understanding how to use words like probably and perhaps helps you speak more clearly, but also more naturally and politely. It shows that you're not just learning vocabulary and grammar rules, but that you're developing a real feel for the language, the rhythm, and the social side of speaking English. That's what we're all about here at Speak Real English. We don't just teach rules. We teach how real people speak. If this helped you today, I'd love for you to keep learning with us. You can visit speakrealenglish.com where I've got a free ebook waiting for you. This guide is all about avoiding the most common mistakes English learners make, and it's a great way to boost your fluency. And if you're really serious about becoming fluent, check out the premium Speak Real English course. It's designed to help you learn faster, sound more natural, and feel confident when you speak. Thank you so much for joining me today and taking the time to focus on your English learning journey. It really means a lot. I hope this session made the difference between probably and perhaps much clearer, and that you feel more confident using them in your everyday conversations. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep speaking real English. I'll be back again soon with more natural English tips just for you. Until then, take care and happy learning.